Hello. Welcome in. I'm Tammy Mastroberti, best-selling author of the book The Universe is Talking to You. Tap into signs and synchronicity to reveal magical moments every day. And this is my weekly spirit boost. I am live here every day to teach you how to tap into the higher helpline of the universe. And I am back with more information about the Kitten saga. If you watched a few weeks ago, if not, you can go into my YouTube channel. Actually, I think I linked it below this video if you're on Facebook or YouTube, but you can go into my YouTube channel under Weekly Spirit Boosts, and you can see the saga of me trying to get 3-month-old kittens that were dumped in a dumpster. So I'm here with an update for that. And also, I'm going to talk a little bit about utilizing intuitive guidance from an outside source when maybe you are stuck in something on your own. So for those of you who know me and know my work, I teach all about the fact that we all have access to this guidance. We all have access to the universe. We all have access to the higher help that we need in life, right? And I have my higher help method. The book is coming out in April 2024, which, oh my gosh, is really only 6 months away now. And that's what I teach. I teach you to call on your higher helpers, to stop trying to navigate your life alone, to stop trying to make decisions on your own, to stop trying to do anything on your own. And so, oh no, is the video frozen? I saw somebody on Facebook saying the video is frozen. Let me know if there's an issue with it. It shouldn't be. It doesn't look like there's a problem on my end, but one never knows. If there is, let me know. Okay, then it's somebody else's internet thing. Oh, that always makes me nervous. I'm like, I just started, internet. Don't mess me up. Oh, hopefully my internet stays okay. Okay, so anyway, I teach you all to tap into that divine higher helpline, right? And there's so many different ways to do it. There's oracle cards, there's a pendulum, there's muscle testing, there is prayer, there is rituals, there is so many different things. But sometimes we need extra help, okay? Sometimes because we are spirits living in this human body, sometimes we need reassurance. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with getting the outside help when you need it. And so although I am very intuitive and I use my own intuition for my own life often, even an intuitive or a psychic or a medium or anything like that will tell you they get readings from other people because it's hard to do it for yourself, especially when you are emotionally involved. If you've been following me for a while, you know I always say if you are emotionally involved, it's often helpful to get someone outside of you to help you. Because when you are emotionally involved, you cannot see your own life clearly, right? You need to take that step back. You need to sort of be the observer. And I always say, look at your life as though it was happening to someone else because it's very hard. So when it came to the kittens, and when I first found out that they were there, I thought, do they even want to be picked up? Should I even be messing around with this? My gut was like, absolutely, they don't know any better. But how am I going to do this? I've never done anything like this before. I know people do it, but I've certainly never done anything like it. And so before I even tried, I reached out to a friend who's an animal communicator. And I said, and she's very used to my, just craziness. I mean, I have 4 goats, you guys. Someday I'll take you out there. Well, I do take you out there on my Instagram and Facebook stories. I'll do it today. Actually, I have to feed them after this. But I have 4 goats, a barn cat that has lived there since before we moved on the property, my cat inside. Now we have the 1 kitten. I'm constantly having animal issues or questions or drama. And I've shared some of it on here with you with our goats and stuff. So anyway, she's used to my craziness. So I was like, hey, me again. There's 3 kittens that were dumped in a dumpster. I really want to try and go get them. Any advice? Like, is there any way for you to tap into these kittens and, maybe see the best way for me to do it, right? So she was like, yes. She's like, I just sort of tuned in. Now, at that point, I thought there were only 2. I eventually found out there were 3. She said, I tuned in and I asked, hey, kittens who live in the dumpster in the mall, do you want to be picked up? And she got a yes, please. She's like, very polite, yes, please. She goes, and what I was getting was, it's going to be easier for you than you think to get them. She goes, and she told me a story about how she wound up getting a cat who was, came up to her at a friend's house, and the friend put just a carrier with some food in it. And then she had said, listen, if the cat is in the carrier, when I leave, I'll take it. And that's exactly what happened. She goes, I don't know. I feel like you can do this with a carrier. And I was like, that's insane. I ordered a trap. I'm not going to get the trap for days, whatever. Anyway, I listened to what she said and I said, I'm going to go. It was the day before I was supposed to get the trap in the mail from Amazon. Amazon has everything, you guys. So I took a carrier that I had that was like a duffel bag, and I brought it, and I wound up getting the one kitten who just kind of went in, and I got it. And so it was actually really helpful, and I was glad that I did it and that I reached out and that I believe in all of this. My husband could not wrap his head around animal communication until we had several readings where he was like, okay, that's great. How did she know that? Or all right. So now he believes it. Now he's in. So anyway, that was the first thing, right? Because I thought, and this is the thing, when I am truly stuck, I go to my higher help method. I ask the universe to help. I manage my energy. I do all of that work. But there are times when my gut will say to me, I need to go outside myself and ask. And that's why there are intuitive people around who, whether they're an animal communicator, someone who can connect you with your guides, someone who can help you find your blocks, whatever it might be, right? And so I utilize these people too. And that's why I always tell, as part of my higher helpline membership community, I have somebody come in, an intuitive, every quarter to give readings to members, because I really feel like it's a major part of my life. It's a major part of what I utilize to, oftentimes they're reminding me of what I know. Oftentimes it's a reassurance that I'm doing the right thing. And sometimes it's a, hey, use this tool or do this thing or whatever it might be that you're not paying attention to that can help you. And then that's the exact answer that I need, right? Or, hey, this is what's blocking you, clear this belief, right? And I utilize them all the time. And you guys know, like, I come on here and I share my life with you and I share what I'm doing. Because when something works for me, I will come on here and share it. When an intuitive I adore works for me, I have had them on here for you guys, right? So that's sort of how I am. So anyway, those of you who saw my last kitten story, I wasn't able to get the other 2. Now I continued to go back and nothing. Nobody was coming out. Complete silence. Like the other times I was there, I heard like rustling in the dumpster. So I knew they were there, and nothing. And my husband was like, do you think someone else got these kittens? Because there were a lot of people that worked at this place where we were that knew we were there trying to get the kittens. So they knew they were there. There was even someone who worked there that at one point said to us, if you get one, I would love one. And we were like, oh my gosh, we're trying, we had gotten the one, obviously, but they said, if you can get the other 2, I would love one of the kittens. So I said, it's possible. I'm only going there at night. But if they're out and about during the day, or if there are other people, anybody can get a trap on Amazon, right? So I thought, well, maybe that's possible. I don't know. So then the next time I reach out to my friend, I said, listen, and this was just recently, I said, listen, I have my resident cat who's a very nervous, jumpy cat. Like if you walk too fast around her, she'll run. And I'm a high energy person. If you come in the house and she doesn't know you, you'll never see her. Gone. If we have a party, gone. The only time you'll maybe see her, and you guys obviously you'll see her on here. She's wandering around my office right now, and she's been on here. She's been in my videos on YouTube. But if there's one person in the house and they happen to be here for an extended period of time, maybe she'll venture out. Any more than one person, you'll never see my cat. Okay. She's super, super duper, scared. of everything, right? Not us, obviously, but so I said, I'm really worried about her accepting this cat. She seemed to be acting a little strange. The cat is in the guest room. She knows the cat is there. She's very interested. She's at the door. She's sniffing. She is watching, the movement under the door. She's very aware. Doesn't seem too bothered. But then I saw one night when my husband attempted to get the kitten out of the bedroom to show her, she sort of ran down into the basement and then was acting real strange. And I was like, oh man, we're going to have a problem, right? So I contacted my friend. I said, listen, I just need you to talk to my cat, Callie, and find out what the heck is going on, because I don't want to traumatize her, but I'm also saving this cat and we're keeping it. So I contacted her, and right away she said to me, Callie likes routine. Her routine has been disrupted. And I said, I guess. I'm like, but the cat is in the guest room. Like, she's still living her life, like owning the house and not doing anything. And she said, no, she said, there's the disruption that she knows. She's very well aware that there's another one of her here. She doesn't understand it. She's not angry about it. She's interested. She's curious, like what's going on, but it has disrupted her routine. And then it hit me. And I said, oh my gosh, you're totally right. Here's the deal with the guest room. The cat, the little kitten, is in the guest room. Okay. And, hold on. Hold on a second. Mary is saying your email this morning. Oh no, it didn't have the regular link attached. No wonder I don't have. I'll have to send the email. I'll have to send an email back out, Mary. I just saw she said, I'm wondering why my numbers aren't as high. Usually I have a lot of people on here. When the link didn't work. Okay, I will send another email out with a corrected link so people can watch the replay of this. Thank you, Mary. Technology. So anyway, I realized the guest room was like her room. Okay, not like her room, but if anybody came over, if she got scared, if she hears a doorbell, whatever it might be, boom, she's in that guest room under the bed. And she also would like nap in there during the day. Sometimes I would find her like meandering out of there. And I realized like her routine has been disrupted because I locked her out of the guest room, right? Now I locked her out of the guest room, obviously, because we have the kitten in there, and that was really the best place for us to put the kitten. I didn't want to put him in my office because Callie is always in this office. She sleeps in this office at night. I didn't want to put him in a bathroom. I wanted to give him a nice room. So the guest room was really the only option. And I was like, oh my God, I get it. So when she said routine, I was like, of course, that makes sense. Her routine has been disrupted because she meanders on into there. And also that is her safe space. That is her, there's a stranger here. I'm going under the bed in the guest room. The cleaning people are here. I'm going under the bed in the guest room. I heard the doorbell alarm or the driveway alarm because we have a long driveway. So we have a driveway alarm to let us know somebody's coming up. I'm going to run in the guest room till the coast is clear, right? So I said, oh my God, Jerry, I didn't even think about it. This is my friend, Jerry Karabin. She's the animal communicator. And so I said, I didn't even think about it, but you're right. So I utilized that information. I've been extra loving to this cat. And she said to me, listen, Tammy, I know you're worried and you're worried that she's going to freak out or be angry or whatever. She goes, I don't get any of that. I think she's curious. I think it's going to take her. She's literally asking me to tell you, give me time. Give me time to adjust. Give me time to get used to this newness that is in my house. And I was like, oh, I'm just so afraid that she's going to run away and then she's going to hide and she's going to, whatever. And she's like, you just have to give her time. You just have to let her work it out. And I was like, I felt so much better knowing that she's not angry. She's not really nervous. There's no animosity. It's just, she's interested. She's just interested, which is amazing because I've heard horror stories about people introducing cats to one another and just all of this stuff. So I felt better after I did the reading with her. And I told my husband and I said, we just are going to have to do it slow. And we're just going to have to let her get used to it because this kitten is here. I'm not going to get rid of this kitten. I love him. And I do believe I was meant to get him. And so it made me feel better. And sometimes that is what intuitive readings do, whether it's an animal communicator, whether it's a just an intuitive, whether it's a tarot or oracle card reading, whether it is some other type of psychic, whether it is a medium hearing from a loved one. This is another tool we have available to us, right? And so that is what I utilized, and that helped me. Now, here's the other thing. Remember I said I didn't get the other 2 cats, and I was really upset about it, and I was beating myself up about it. The beginning of the call, she said to me, did you ever get the other 2 cats? And I said, no. I said, I really tried. I went back night after night. I said, and I just got to the point where I was like, this is crazy. I don't think they're here. And she said to me, Tammy, I'm getting someone else got them. She's like, and I'm not just saying that to you so that you feel better about, like, it's not just about you feeling better about it. It's really the intuitive hit that I'm getting is did someone else know they were there? And I said, a bunch of people knew they were there. And she said, nope, I'm telling you, I'm feeling someone else got them and they're being cared for. So that just made me feel so much better because I didn't even ask her about it. She didn't know other people knew, that we were there or any of that. And so I just felt better because I felt, okay, it reinforces to me I was meant to get this 1 cat and someone else was meant to get the other 2. And that's the end of the story, right? So, so that's where we're at with the kittens. So we have this little baby boy who goes back to the vet next week. And we're taking care of him and slowly trying to let him out of the guest room when Callie's in the basement so that he can explore a little bit. I believe we are naming him Dasher. We were trying to figure out the name. And honestly, I was looking at some kind of Christmas flyer, believe it or not. And I saw the name Dasher from like one of Santa's reindeer. And I was like, oh, that's his name, because he literally dashes. When I tell you, if you're sitting in the room with him, he's there. And then he's there. And then he's back. And then he tries to fly out of the room. And I'm like, he is a dasher. So I think we're going to call him Dasher, Dash for short. I'll probably wind up calling him Dashy because I wind up putting a Y on every pet name. I can't help it. So I think that's what we're going with. And we were trying to come up with something where me, my husband, and my stepson all agreed on a name. And there were other names that were floating around, but it's like all 3 of us weren't like, yes. And then when I came up with Dasher, everybody was like, yes. So I think that's his name, and he hopefully will like it. So eventually, once he's out of the room, I will bring him on one of these weekly spirit boosts, and I will hold him up so you guys can see him. He's adorable. I have posted him in my stories, but I'll have to actually do a post about it so it lives on my pages as well. But he's adorable. He's a little black and white tuxedo, and he's a little crazy right now because he has a lot of kitten energy. But other than that, he's good. So I just wanted to share with you, number 1, the update, and number 2, the whole intuitive guidance thing, and how even I, who is intuitive and helps other people with that intuition, utilizes it in my life, from someone else. And then also, if you are watching this on YouTube or Facebook, underneath this, I have opened up a couple of one-on-one sessions where I help people really find the blocks to what they're trying to manifest. I tell you exactly what your block is. I tell you exactly how to clear it. And I do these sessions called Get Unstuck Accelerator or Spiritual Accelerator. And I only have 8 left for the year. So that link is below. And if you use the coupon code 35 off, 350FF, you get 35% off. I just did a special, sort of an end of the year special, and they're almost gone. So one of them completely sold out, one session type. And so the Get Unstuck accelerators are left. So that is me utilizing my intuition and my expertise to help you in some way. And yeah, I utilize others all the time, and I believe in it, and it works, and it's amazing, and it helps me. And it's another spiritual tool that we have in life to help us navigate our lives. We can do a lot on our own, but there's always that ability to help others. So, or to get the help of others. So that is the update for this week. I'm sorry the links didn't work for those of you who are watching this on the replay, but I will send out another update so that you guys on my list will be able to watch the replay. So if you were interested in a session, grab them before they are gone. Again, I think I only have 8 left for the rest of the year. And hopefully Boy Kitten will be out of the bedroom soon and I can introduce you to him. And I feel good, and I'm going to just go on with someone else got those kittens and they're okay. And I trust Jerry. I don't think she would tell me that, because there have been other situations where I have called her for something and it wasn't the happiest, of a situation. So I don't think she would just say that to me. So I kind of feel good about it. And honestly, it was my gut and my husband's gut, just because all of a sudden one day they were gone. And they were little baby kittens. I don't know where they would have gone unless someone else got them. So I really think that is what happens. And that's amazing, because again, whoever got them was meant to get them, just like I was meant to get the one little baby boy. And I believe that. So that's the kitten update. And that's the intuitive guidance update for today. That has been really what has been going on with me lately. And I just wanted to come on here and share it with all of you. So thank you for being here. For those of you who are watching on Instagram, I think there's something in my bio for the link to the sessions. Otherwise, you can just go to tammymastroberti.com/sessions and just make sure you enter that coupon code 350OFF to get the discount and get one of the last 8 slots. Thank you all for being here. Sorry my link didn't work from my email, but I will send that out again. Thank you all. Have an amazing and wonderful rest of your weekend. I am actually going to do an early wedding anniversary celebration with my husband this weekend, because he's actually working next weekend. We got married October 20th, but we're doing like an early celebration this Saturday. So I'm excited about that. And have an amazing weekend. Do something that brings you joy. Do something that lifts your vibration, even if it's only for an hour. Schedule it in. You are worth it. You deserve it. And you need the vibration boost. We all do. So have an amazing weekend, and I will see you guys back here next week. I'm actually going to be having a special guest back with me next week, so it'll be fun. I'll see you guys then. Thank you for the happy anniversary, Lil. Bye.